Hey, Shalom, Shalom, all praises to you, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakakwadash, Dewan City Apostles at Great Millstone that woo well, and peace and blessings. Barakatham to you, sincere brothers out there, the 144,000, the house of David that's teaching this truth in all sincerity to glorify the Lord's name. And basically, we shall be hated by the world, man. And we shall be hated by the world. Basically, you know, when you go into the story with Paul, Paul, he went through a lot as a prophet, to teach the Lord's word. And coming up on the time of Jacob's trouble, the scriptures say the enemy shall come in like a flood. Uh, all for those ones that basically fear the Lord. And uh, the thing is, this thing's going to amplify. And the times that come is going to be well, we're already in a serious time, but just to let you know, we're going to be hated of the world. And this is what we basically signed up for. So I mean, if you are in this thing for the wrong reasons, you better rethink why you're in this thing. You better know that the Lord is with you. If you're not sure the Lord is with you, then this might not be for you, because this thing is based on faith. So you have to have faith and trust that the Lord is with you at all times. And, that's the thing, about this truth, man. We're going to be hated. Paul said that we're going to be the offscouring of the world. And basically, I really didn't put any scriptures together, but if anything come to my mind, I'll get it. But I just had a few words to really that really just go into, we're going to be hated of the world on a whole nother level, especially knowing the time that we're in. And the world is going to be turned against us on a whole nother level. And we're in a time where you have to fight for the Lord, and you have to believe He's there with you, because the scripture calls us with a offscouring of the world. And we have to understand that Satan and everything that's for this world is basically against us. Matthew 10 verse 22, it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth unto the end shall be saved." Right. So we're gonna be hated, man, for the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And we're gonna go through a lot of things. That's why the Lord is basically building us up now. So we can get ready for the things that's gonna come. And we have to be focused on these scriptures. One of the ways to keep yourself focused and to keep your mind and tune into these scriptures is doing your lessons, man. Conversating with the brothers, studying, watching your videos, that keeps you in the spirit. So it's a reason why the apostles say do your 3 videos a week. Like what we say, 3 videos really ain't nothing if you're really into this truth. And we just got to continue on in this truth, man, because this is a very challenging time that we're coming up on. You have to have your faith in the Lord. But the Lord told us that we was going to be hated for His name's sake. So when you go to Salakia, when you go to go to Paul said he was in perils with shipwreck. He was in perils with false brethren. You know, he was in perils. You know, people wanted to kill him, man, for this word. And you know, it's no different for us in this time. We have people want to kill us, man. But that's the thing. The Most High operates both sides, and you know, our our life is in His hands. You know, and you do have some men that's not going to take to death. And the scriptures say you do have men that's going to be, some was beheaded. So that right there, that keeps you from being proud, because nobody knows what's going to happen. But that's why you play your position and you believe in your power. And to the end, man. John 17:14, it says, I have given them thy word, and the world hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Right? When you get this truth and understanding the truth, that's being born again, man. You know, these Christians in these churches, man, they're totally bugged out. They don't understand what the God is about, what the truth is about. This book, the Bible, man, is mainly for the prophets of the Lord. That's just plain and simple. And the prophets of the Lord, man, they wouldn't know fucking clean cut, suit and tie type guys, loving everybody type shit, man. These were spiritual warriors. These were men of the Most High. These were strong men. These were men that people feared in the ancient time when they came. It's not like that today. You know, us brothers teaching this truth, men don't fear us. They look down on us, as the scriptures say, with the offscouring of the world, you know, the filth of the world. That's how they look at us. It says, because they are not of the world, even as I'm not of the world. It says, pray that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but thou shouldest keep them from evil. That's right, man. So the Lord is keeping us from evil in this time, so we could do His work, so we could do His will. So we have to remember that we are in the hands of the Lord. And remember what the Lord said. He said, you know, the servant's not greater than his master. So, you know, if the Lord went through hell, and, you know, we have to drink of the same cup too. You know, so it's a serious thing you're a part of. So, you know, some men really don't understand to the degree of what this truth is really about, man. But you know, the prophets of the Lord, they wasn't no, it wasn't no cakewalk, man. And you know, brothers need to understand that, you know, to teach this truth, it's gonna take a lot of courage. And the Lord is gonna build you up, man. He's gonna put you through a lot of pain, so you could basically be strong. So you have to remember that, man. Yeah, man. Paul, you know, roughly paraphrasing, Paul said, hey, man, I was in perils, I was shipwrecked, I did this, I did that. And these are all the things that the Lord had done to Paul. You know, Paul was stoned to death. He went up to the spirit world of the Lord. They spit on the Lord. They did so many things to the prophets of the Lord. You know, a lot of the prophets, some of the prophets was dragged. I think James was dragged I think a horse dragged him around the town or something like that. But a lot of the prophets, they died horrible deaths. You know, crucified upside down, beheaded in the prisons. We know that John Baptist was beheaded. I think Paul was They cut his head off in prison. A lot of men suffered to teach this word. And basically all those men are back in this time. Going through some type of hell, man. Yeah. So, look, you gotta think about it too. Yahushua, he had to get his blood spilled just so we could have this knowledge today. So just a few words on how serious this is. And we don't do these videos or go out to the highways and the hedges to glorify ourselves or to get the praises of men or to make it seem like we somebody. We do this work, man, because we want to have mercy. We want the Lord to have mercy on us in this time. We want to help raise the elect, and we want to glorify the Lord's name, man. And like, basically, if you're not doing that for those reasons, man, and the Most High is going to destroy you, man. Because a lot of people are going to be slain. A lot of people, the scriptures say, the slain shall be many. So we're coming up on a time where we're really going to see who's really about this truth. Because a lot of guys think this truth is for fame. Well, I got a lot of subscribers, yeah. And the over half of them motherfucking subscribers and people that subscribe to you, they're a bunch of goddamn demons, man. The Lord's elect, and the scriptures say to teach a few men like you. It didn't say a lot of men. But this thing is a small number, man. It's not something where we gather in every goddamn body and we get these large numbers and these large followings and then we let that shit go to our head like we somebody. And then on another note too, man, you have a lot of men that are in this truth all over. That have that pride in them, man. Like they shit don't stink, like they're better than somebody. And that's the thing, man. We're coming up on a time where the Lord's gonna knock all that fucking pride from everybody, man. You can't have this truth and be proud. The scriptures say the more greater you are, the more humble you should be. And a lot of brothers think that, if you're not the apostle, then, don't talk to me type shit. Well, it don't matter. You don't matter type, A lot of brothers have that mentality is, you ain't nobody if you ain't this particular brother type shit. And that's what type of shit's going on out there. But that's fine. Because the Most High sees it different. Because as somebody you look at that's not a man of the Lord, or somebody you're looking at as that ain't shit, the Most High thinks different than that. Because the Lord said, my thoughts is higher than your thoughts. So you may think lowly as somebody, but the Most High is dealing with that, man. And he might not be dealing with your ass. Because this thing is not about numbers, not about, I got the most views and likes and all this shit. The thing about it, the elect is going to find his word. Is going to be drawn to the word. The Spirit is going to direct them to where they should go. And necessarily meaning getting numbers, that shit don't mean a goddamn thing. Because there's going to be more people that perish than there's going to be saved. But I just had a few words, man. I really, I just had that on my mind. This is a serious thing. We're going to be hated. A lot of betrayal is going to come, within your own family, let alone the brotherhood, man. More betrayal is going to come. Because Satan, this is his last hurrah, so he's going to throw all types of shit. So it's just something that if you're not in this for the right reasons, you're going to buckle up and you're going to fold. And that's just the truth. But that's enough of me rambling, man. Lord willing, was edifying, man. Just know what you signed up for. And understand that this right here, man, is a precious thing that we have. That's why we're supposed to treat it as such. But with that, man, it's on to the next one. Till next time, shalom.